What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Autoxin Gaming. Today I'm going to be going over Star Blast 30's first place Autoxin Legacy 2 Cyber Angel Good Stuff deck. This deck is really good. Probably one of our better decks of the format for this format. It has a very strong boss monster, and with everything else in the deck being the good stuff, this deck actually can contend very well instead of breaking all the ritual monsters in hand. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right into this. Ritual Ceremony is the skill that we're going to be playing in this deck. It says activate the skill during your main phase. You can reveal one ritual monster from your hand. Then add one ritual spell from your deck to your hand whose name is listed on the ritual monster. This skill can only be used once per duel. That means that because all three of your ritual monsters list Machine Angel Ritual, if you get any of those three monsters, you can just use this skill and search this card to your hand, which is really powerful. We're playing three of each ritual monster, being Ben 10, Edatin, and Izana. Ben 10 has an ability when it's summoned to the field, or when it's on the field, that if it destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's defense in the graveyard. So it has a burn effect. It also has the better ability, which says if this card is tributed, you can add a light fairy monster from your deck to your hand. So you tribute it for a ritual summon and add your Senjus to your hand. You can add another piece to your hand. You can even add Ben 10 to your hand if you really wanted to, given the situation. Next is Edatin. Edatin is also really powerful. Again, when it's ritual summoned, it gets an ability. You can add one ritual spell from your deck to your hand, or your graveyard. So if you summon the Edatin to the field, you have all your materials in the graveyard. You can add them to hand. If you don't want to use the materials from your deck for searching it from the deck, you can just get it from your graveyard. Like, it's a powerful card. Not only that, but it has a crazy effect when this one's tributed as well that makes all ritual monsters you control gain 1,000 attack and defense. So if you have like Ben 10 and Azano on the field, Edatin gets sent to the graveyard, probably for summon of Azano. You would be able to give them all 1,000 attack and defense points. So that's really cool. Next is Azana, which is your boss monster of this deck. Again, can't be summoned, can only be ritual summoned, which is Machine Angel Ritual. You can make your opponent send a spell trap card they control to the graveyard whenever it's summoned. When it destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can attack again. I think you have to attack another monster though. Yeah, you can attack another monster again. And then once per turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a Cyber Angel ritual monster you control, quick effect, which is crazy. You can shuffle one ritual monster from your graveyard into the deck, and if you do, destroy one card your opponent controls. So it's very strong. Not only can it become a 35 to 4,500 beat stick, it also can pop cards whenever it gets targeted. It can attack twice, and whenever it's summoned, you just make your opponent go bye-bye to one of their spell trap cards. Of course, it's their choice, but it doesn't even matter too much because you're removing a spell trap on the field. Breaker the Magical Warrior is played as 3 in this deck. I should go over Senju, honestly. Senju is played as 3 in this deck, and the reason why we're playing Senju at 3 is because they are all ritual monsters. It can be searched off of Ben 10, so whenever it's summoned, you can just get another fairy monster to hand. So Ben 10 gets tributed, summons the Edatin. Edatin searches the Machine Angel Ritual. Ben 10 activates, adding the 1,000 hands to hand. Normal summons the 1,000 hands, grab the other Machine Angel Ritual, and then not the Machine Angel Ritual, the Azana. And then you can use the Machine Angel Ritual Edatin that grabbed to send both Senju and Edatin to graveyard to summon the Azana. There you go, that's what I was trying to explain. Breakers played at 3 to remove spell and trap cards. DD Warrior Lady's crazy in this format, arguably one of the best 3 cards of the format, and it's just a format-defining card, a lot like Zoma the Spirit, which we're also playing at 3. It's just very strong. 3 Book of Moon, a good protector for the deck, in my opinion, able to keep all monsters on the field from potentially being destroyed by battle, stop the XYZ effects, book the moss target, or the parasite target. Like, Book of Moon is still good. 3 Cyber Angel Ritual, 3 Floodgate Trap Hole. Oh, I should mention something about Angel Ritual. If a light monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect while this card's in your graveyard, you can banish this card instead. So if any of your ritual monsters, you can protect that. If your Senju is destroyed, you can protect him. If your DD Warrior Lady is destroyed, you can protect her. That's the big one. Like, DD Warrior Lady has built-in protection with this deck. This is like a crazy deck for DD Warrior Lady. Floodgate Trap Hole is going to be played as 3, and like I said before, it's triple Zone of the Spirit. Side deck is going to be Kaiku, No Man of Crossout, Share the Pain, Dust Tornado, Lost Wind, and Mind Crush. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into this deck showcase. We're showcasing the finals between energizing rat control, and 30 card Cyber Angel. Good stuff. Alright, so here it is, the game of the century, the finals for the Odd Toxic Legacy tournament. It is going to be insane. It was so much fun to watch, so much fun to host, and I'm happy to be going over the first place deck today. Unfortunately, we're going to be watching it from the Rats' point of view and not the Cyber Angels, but you know, it happens. We're showcasing the Cyber Angel deck, so it's still playing. Exploded Dragon set face down, and Haunted Shrine is also set face down. Opponent draws for turn, drawing into the Breaker the Magical Warrior. Summons the Breaker here to pop the face down Haunted Shrine. He then uses the effect of Ritual Ceremony to reveal the Ben 10. This is going to add the Machine Angel Ritual to hand. Using Machine Angel Ritual here, he actually sends the Ben 10 to the graveyard to summon the Edatin. Edatin activates, adding the and Ben 10 activate, adding the materials to the hand. Looks like they're both being searched from the deck. Edatin will not be getting the card from graveyard. Gets to Ben 10 as the monster. Oh, and does get the Machine Angel Ritual from the graveyard. Nice. Uses the Angel Ritual again, sending the Edatin to graveyard to summon the Ben 10. And then uses the effect of Edatin when sent to graveyard to make Ben 10 a 2800 attack point monster. Setting the book, setting the floodgate, and entering the battle phase. Ben 10 attacks into the Exploder Dragon, who in turn does not have any defense points, so Ben 10's effect will not activate. And then is protected by the Machine Angel Ritual. And then attacks for 1600 with the Breaker the Magical Warrior. Rat draws into the DD Warrior Lady, sets the Zombina face down, and we draw into another Cyber Angel, Ben 10. Entering into battle phase, Ben 10 will attack the face down monster, attacking into the Zombina, summoning back the Exploder Dragon, and the opponent will take 1600 life points. I guess 1500 is the actual defense. Yeah, 1500 life points. Breaker the Magical Warrior will attack into the Exploder Dragon, successfully destroying the Breaker the Magical Warrior and passing the turn off to the opponent, who draws into the Giant Rat. Setting the DD Warrior Lady face down, passing the turn back off to the opponent, drawing into the Book of Moon. Setting the Book of Moon face down and then attacking the face down monster with the Ben 10. It's the DD Warrior Lady. Ben 10's effect will banish, and then it will pass off to the opponent again, drawing into the Nightmare Wheel. Banishing the Haunted Shrine to bring back the Zombina. Opponent sinks on the summon. We know he has the books. We know he has the Floodgate, so we don't know what the plan is at this moment. Alright, he's letting it go through. Setting the Nightmare Wheel face down and then summoning the Giant Rat. Zombina will attack directly for the 1400, but the Giant Rat will get Floodgate Trap Hold on the summon, so Zombina still does the 1400 damage. Passing back off to the opponent, who draws into the Zone of the Spirit and sets it face down, drawing into the Wall of Disruption, summoning the Zombina, and then attacking for 1400. Sinking on the attack, the opponent summons the Zone of the Spirit. Now we know that the only face downs are a Wall of Disruption and a Nightmare Wheel, so this was a very good play on his part. Drawing into the Machine Angel Ritual here. Switching the Zoma to attack position, but it gets Nightmare Wheeled on the switch, Book of Mooning it back face down, and then passing the turn off to the opponent, who draws into another Nightmare Wheel, setting both monsters to defense mode and ending the turn. Drawing into the Senju here is really strong. So it's like multiple options at this point. You can either like sit on the Zoma, summon the Senju, and start like climbing cards. Like it's oh, just pass this turn. Cool. Flips the Zombie into attack mode. Attacks directly for 1400, but Zoma comes to the field in defense mode. Drawing for the Edatin, using the Senju from the hand to add the, I assume, the Azana? It is going to be the Azana. Activating the Machine Angel Ritual to send the Ben 10 to summon the Edatin. Edatin's effect will activate. Ben 10's effect will activate. Grabbing the Machine Angel Ritual from graveyard and adding the Azana to the hand. Using the Machine Angel Ritual here, he's going to send the Senju and Edatin to summon the Azana. Azana's effect is going to activate, sending one of these 2 materials to the graveyard. And then Edatin will give it the extra boost of 1,000 attack points. Sending the 1 Nightmare one to the graveyard, some of the spirits change to attack mode, and Izana attacks into the Zombina. The reason why Lucas ends up forfeiting here is because of Wall of Disruption. It will make it lose 1,600 attack points, but actually I don't know why he didn't just activate it there. I guess it's because he would still have enough life points to climb the Zombina afterwards, so, or attack the Zoma into the Zombina afterwards, which makes sense. Starting the game off, it looks like we have 2 DD Warrior Ladies, Zombina and Mind Crush, but over here we have DD Warrior Ladies, Senju, Cyber Angel, Ben 10, and Machine Angel Ritual. Ritual Ceremony is activated, revealing the Ben 10, adding the Angel Ritual, and then setting the DD Warrior Lady face down and passing the turn off to the opponent. Summoning the Giant Rat in attack mode, setting the Mind Crush face down, and then using the Energizing Elements, calling Earth to make the Giant Rat 1900 attack points. Attacking into the DD Warrior Lady here, both materials will be banished, and then pass the turn back off to the opponent. Mind Crush is activated, calling the Machine Angel Ritual, and this will send both of the ritual spells to the graveyard, which was a very strong hit. Sinking on the discard, summons the DD Warrior Lady, and then attacks directly for 1,500. Passing turn back off to the opponent, drawing to the Wall of Disruption, summoning the DD Warrior Lady, setting the Wall of Disruption face down, and then attacking the DD Warrior Lady into the DD Warrior Lady, bashing them both successfully. Breaker the Magical Warriors draw for turn, using Breaker's effect to pop the Wall of Disruption that is face down on the field, and then attacking directly for 1,600. Pass the turn back off to Lucas, who draws into another DD Warrior Lady, summons the Zombina, Energizing Elements it to a 1900 attack point monster, and then attacks over the Breaker the Magical Warrior. Drawing into the Share the Pain, players summon Senju of the 1,000 Hands, uses its effect here to search for the Azana, and then trades Zombina, banishes the Machine Angel Ritual to keep the Senju alive. Zombina's effect won't trigger here because there's no monsters in the graveyard, and passes turn back off to Lucas. Lucas draws into the Floodgate, summons the DD Warrior Lady, sets the Floodgate, and then attacks over the Senju. Senju is then protected with the Machine Angel Ritual again, banishing it, and then Cyber Angel Ben 10 is drawn for turn. Activating Share the Pain here, Share the Pain will send both the DD Warrior Lady and the Senju to the graveyard. And drawing into the Waking of Dragon, summoning DD Warrior Lady, and attacking directly. Drawing back into the Senju here, Senju's effect will activate, adding another ritual monster from deck to hand, being the other Azana, and passing turn back off to the opponent, who draws into the Haunted Shrine. DD Warrior Lady attacks into the Senju, making him lose 100 life points, and then drawing into the Zoma the Spirit, setting the Zoma the Spirit face down, and then drawing into another Floodgate. Entering battle phase for 1,500 attack points, Zoma the Spirit is summoned to the field in defense mode, and then DD Warrior Lady will banish both materials. Haunted Shrine will then summon the Zombina back from the graveyard, and Zombina will attack for 1,400 direct damage. Drawing into the Book of Moon, it is set face down, and pass turn back off to the opponent, who draws into another Zombina. Zombina is summoned again, attacks directly, and that will be game. Now, if you could tell there, good stuff absolutely helps. Mind Crushed 2 of the ritual spells from the graveyard, or from the hand, and sent them to the graveyard. And the deck was still able to play, and it continued to play until it, couldn't anymore. It still lost, don't get me wrong, but it did very well in trying to keep up with the opponent. Like, against Stahl, that was like the perfect way to be playing the game. Protecting the Senjus twice, the second time just to use the Share the Pain to send the DD Warrior Lady to graveyard. If Lucas didn't have another DD Warrior Lady in hand, that play was incredible. Like, all Star Blast needed to do was just draw into his other DD Warrior Ladies, but he wasn't getting them. He just kept getting ritual monsters after ritual monsters that he couldn't summon because they were in the graveyard, but he was still holding his own. So it was a very nice game 2 on his part. Same for Lucas, being able to keep up with all that. Going into game 3 here, Looking like we got the Cyber Angel, Ben 10, Azana, DD Warrior Lady, and the Book of Moon. We have the Waking, the Giant Rat, the New Doria, and the Wall of Disruption. Both materials are set face down. And then New Doria, Waking the Dragon, and Wall of Disruption is set. Going into main phase 1, using the Ritual Ceremony to reveal Ben 10. This will search for the Machine Angel Ritual. Syncing on the search, summons the DD Warrior Lady, sets the Book of Moon face down, and then battles into the face down New Doria. Both materials will be banished, and turn will be passed on to the opponent, who draws into another Warrior Lady. Summons their own Warrior Lady to the field, and then attacks for 1500, which is taken as direct damage. Drawing for the Book of Moon, setting the Machine Angel Ritual, summoning the Senju of the Thousand Hands, and then searching for the Edatin. Activating the Machine Angel Ritual here. This is going to send the Ben 10 to graveyard, summoning the Edatin. Edatin will get the one from the graveyard. Ben 10 will get the one from deck to hand. Probably going to add it as Azana, I would think. It's either going to be an Azana. Oh, adds the Senju. That's what I was about to say. Either the Azana or Senju. Sets the Book of Moon and the other ritual face down. And then battle phases into the DD Warrior Lady for 1600. But it gets Wall of Disruption. Syncing on the Wall of Disruption. We know he has the book, so he can protect it here with the Book of Moon. He does use the book here. This is going to flip the Edatin face down and protect it from the Wall of Disruption. Ending turn, the opponent draws into the Exploder Dragon, summons the Giant Rat, and then battles into the Giant Rat with into the Senju with 0 attack points, making the opponent lose 1400 life points in total. DD Warrior Lady will attack into the face down Edatin, banishing both materials and taking 500 damage. Drawing into the Cyber Angel Ben 10, he Star Blast normal summons the Senju of the Thousand Hands, and searches the deck for Edatin. Using the Cyber Angel Ritual, sending the Ben 10 to the graveyard to summon the Edatin here. Edatin's effect will activate, adding the material back from graveyard, and Ben 10 will activate, adding the material from deck. Edatin is added, and the grave one is added as well. Using the Machine Angel Ritual here, sending both Edatins to the graveyard to summon the Azana. Azana will gain a total of 2000 attack points and defense points from the summon, making it a 4500 beater. Using its effect on summon, sending the Waking the Dragon to the graveyard, and then attacking the opponent for 4500. Dropping the opponent all the way down to 400 life points, and summons the Zombina to the field. Because it summons the Zombina to the field, and there's another monster on the field, Azana can make a second attack, attacking into the Zombina for game. Crazy, crazy game. That was the finals, guys. That was Toxic Legacy 2's final match. Energizing Rat versus 30 cards, Cyber Angel, good stuff. And it was incredible. It was a great game to watch. It was an incredible tournament to play in. We're going to be having another Toxic Legacy tournament here in the near future. It's going to be about 2 months from now, around that time. If you pay attention to my Facebook page or the Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy Discord, there will be announcements for it whenever it is around the time to do it. So keep an eye out in the next 2 months, and we'll see what the difference is in this format by that time frame. But if you guys enjoy this type of video, make sure you leave a like. If you like me, make sure you subscribe. And above all else, I want you all to stay awesome. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.